Cool. Here is the table. Down in this corner, we've got objective 4. It's around like a little generator plant type thing. Over here, we've got objective 3. Just behind the little rock arch here. Over this side, we've got objective 1, which is the little set of crates just there. Over here, by the big power generator, we've got objective number 5. Back in this corner, we've got objective number 6 underneath that little rock archway. And then back over here, we've got objective 2 down near the crates. So this is 1 player's deployment zone, the yellow. And the yellow dice over here mark out the other player's deployment zone. So this is today's battle, and this is where it's all going to go down. Stay tuned. So we've rolled off, we know what our mission is. We're playing the mission Overrun from the chapter approved Grand Tournament 2020 pack. Essentially, we've got like the standard pitch battle, whatever it was called. Dawn of War, sorry. 6 objectives each. Primary is the same as always. 5 points if you hold 1, 10 points if you hold 2, and then an additional 5 points as well.
Is that every turn or?
Every turn, yeah. Except for first, so turn 2 to 5.
You get 5 points.
So 5 points if you hold 1 objective. Yep.
That's pretty good.
If you hold 2, you get another 5 points. And then if you hold more than your opponent, you get 5 points. So if you're only holding 1 and your opponent's holding 0, you get that extra 5 points for that too for holding more. If that makes sense.
Yep.
So if you're holding 2 and your opponent's holding 1, you'll get the full 15. Yeah.
And that's a max out then, isn't it?
Yeah, so the maximum you can get is 15 per turn. So for the whole game, you can get a maximum of 60 points for that.
Yeah.
Then you've got the specialised secondary. This is optional. It takes over... none of them actually, because it's the secondary for the mission. So score a number of victory points at the end of your command phase if you control 1 or more objective markers that are within your opponent's territory as shown on the table below. I'll just hold this up for you.
1 in each of them.
Yeah, so this is one player's territory, this is the other player's territory. If I was here and I held any of them, I get the points. And if Matt held any of those, he would get the points if he decided for that objective. So yeah. So if you were holding 1, you get 2 victory points. If you held 2, you get 3, and if you hold 3, you get 5 victory points. Make sense?
Possibly. It doesn't really matter. I lose track of what's going on as we go anyway.
Yeah. Join the club.
I get excited about just shooting things.
Yeah, sometimes you get into a bit of a blood frenzy, and the next thing you know, it's like, oh shit, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's it. That's the mission. We've rolled off prior.
I'm the attacker.
Yeah, you're the attacker. I'm defender. So as tradition goes, the attacker will talk about his army first. Then I will choose which deployment zone I wish to be in. And we'll go from there.
No, thanks. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to introduce my Deathwatch army.
Deathwatch.
I've never really played Deathwatch before.
They're pretty fun.
Yeah, you used to play them, but you used to drop them down. They had all sorts of special gear.
Yeah.
That was early 8th, wasn't it?
7th.
Maybe 7th, yeah.
That was 7th.
It was pretty nasty.
Yeah,
but I'd forgotten about that. I just saw the book there. It was a new release, and I thought, oh, yeah. So in my army, I've got 4 kill teams. So these ones are pretty similar. They've got the veterans with the Vanguard vets with the jump packs.
Yep.
The veterans have got multi guns. So there's 5 of them, and then with those, I've got 5 of the Vanguard vets with jump packs. The idea behind that is normally they're elites in the Space Marine text, but this allows them to be troops, so objective secure, which is I think is pretty cool for a jump pack veteran.
Blood Angels used to get that once upon a time, but they don't seem to anymore, I think.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was looking at, because I do like jump pack. I like mobility. Yeah. I mean, I usually run Space Wolves and they're mobile as well. there's a mixture of weapons. I've got the lightning claws, the chainsword, and the storm shield. I think is quite a good little mix because the weapon doesn't cost anything. The storm shield gives them a better save. There's superfluous wounds, hopefully, because whatever. And then the better weapons get in there.
And also the chainsaw gives you an extra attack and an extra.
It's neg 1 AP. Yeah, it's a good weapon. In fact, some people recommend that you take a lightning claw and a chainsword. So you get the 4 attacks. Like on certain things, you get 4 attacks. Especially if it was the guard, Deathfire, the shield, black shield. He gets an extra attack. So it's a really good setup. I was just sort of mixing them up. I'll see how they go. There's another kill team here. So
I'm going to assume as well that they're combat squatting so they can operate independently.
Yes,
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
No. And these guys got the Stalker Pattern bolt gun. It's from the FAQ. It's dropped in at 3 points, so that's pretty handy for a gun with special issue ammunition. And I can select the 3 damage if I want to with those weapons. I know the army I'm playing against doesn't care. But it is a nice little thing.
Well, 3 damage against me will give me 2 damage.
I know, so I need 2 shots to get through. I think I put elite as for them, didn't I?
Yes, you did. You made them elite.
I picked the special team, special kill team, so they're elite. So hopefully if they get close to them, they can go for it. Out the back here, another kill team. These are just, I've ordered my heavy intercessors now. Yesterday was the day to do that. But I'm just using these guys as fill-ins, and I've got 5 eradicators. They've got the
combat squatting as well, I'm guessing. Dropping them.
Don't need to.
Okay.
I need as many things as possible to kill what I want to kill.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So on the table.
I don't know yet. We haven't got
that. I'm just guessing. I'm just stipulating.
I've got the chaplain. He's souped up. He's got a few bits and pieces to make him quite good.
He's the warlord too.
Yeah, he's my warlord. He's got the extra damage stuff from Relic. He's got a few bits and pieces. He's got the.
Yeah, he's been upgraded to the Master of Sanctity,
and he's got the Canticle of Hate or Mantra of Strength, and the.
Yeah.
And there's another one I gave him, which
I've actually got it on this list.
It's number 5.
He has got. You can talk about the captain.
No, captain's just a normal jump captain. He's got the tome, or whatever you call it, that allows that any unit, friendly unit within 6 inches of him, in that particular turn, if I declare that data sheet, so if I'm next to his Terminators or whatever it is, those units within 6 inches get to re-roll failed wounds. Rolls, and they all of them do it. So that's really strong. So it'd be good.
So your chaplain, he's the Mantra of Strength and the Recitation of Focus.
I'm not sure what that does, but I looked good at the time.
It looked good at the time, yeah.
And then I've got my shooty stuff. I've got my ATV. A lot of shots from the points, 80 points or whatever it is, and heaps of DACA there. Bit of DACA on this guy. Resilient.
This guy can infiltrate.
Yeah, and he's got probably about 20 shots coming out of him as well. Because I've got a lot of anti-tank. I've got some long-range shooty, and then I've got some long-range DACA, and I've got the 2 drop pods for the units that I need them for.
Nice.
And the good thing about drop pods, they only take the firstborn, and I've got 3 firstborn squads there, so I've got a bit of an option there. Look, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know if I should have went 5 of these 5 melters and those 5 as one squad, but then split these up into 5s and put the 5 and the 5, and then I could put all 10 of those into one drop pod, come down, combat squat them. You
can put 2 squads of 5 into a drop pod. That works.
Oh, then it doesn't matter then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that'll do.
As long as before the battle you segregate what's breaking up, what's not, what's in drop pods, what's in reserve, and all that before you place your first model. Then you can do pretty much what you want. Okay. Pretty much, not exactly.
Well, that's actually handy to know. And I've also got teleportation or whatever it is as a strategy if I want to use it.
Yes, so that's
another.
So that's when you're setting up. You say, "Sweet, I'm doing all this before I put my first model down. I spend the CP on whatever to do that," and then
Deathwatch has that option. There's a lot of really cool little bits and pieces, but you've got to keep reading it.
They're more of a tricksy Marines.
Yeah. You've got to keep reading it, and then you've got to remember it.
Yep. Yep. So, my Deathwatch army today.
Death Guard.
Death Guard, I meant. Sorry. So, I've had 2 lists I wanted to play. One of them was just purely mechanised, which I thought would be pretty cool. It's got lots of fast attack and demon engine and stuff like that. And then the other one I wanted to play was an army which had Terminators as kind of like the troops, which then unlock lots of Poxwalkers. So,
and you've got lots of Poxwalkers.
This is how it went. I actually dropped off a few just because I wanted to have a full squad of Terminators, but I'll go through that now as we go through it. So I've got a battalion detachment. It's got a Demon Prince here as the HQ. I'll read out exactly what he's got. So, Demon Prince. He has got the Hellforged sword and Foetid wings. His relic is the Warp Insect Hive because I'm running Mortarion's Anvil. The Warp Insect Hive allows me to reroll failed hits and wounds, or reroll hits and wounds in general. So normally he's got the aura that gives you the reroll ones, but because it only works on core units and he's not core, it doesn't work on himself. So now the Warp Insect Hive allows him to reroll his hits.
Yeah.
Now his sword is not a demon weapon, it isn't a plague weapon, sorry. So he can't reroll the ones, but now the Warp Insect Hive allows him to reroll failed wounds with that as well. So he's got a little bit of rerollage there. His psychic ability is Miasma of Pestilence, which allows me to put -1 to hit on him if I need. And then the Warlord trait I've gone with is Rotten Constitution. So that gives me +1 to toughness, and it means that my armor save can't be reduced by -1 or 2. So if you got a -1 or -2 AP,
I remember that
it just becomes. But I don't have the relic this time that gives me the 2+ save. I've only got the 3+ save, which is not too bad. But I've got the other one that lets me kill you better, so I'm happy. The Malignant Plaguecaster is the next HQ, which is this good-looking bloke here. He's spent a CP to get a relic, which is the Putrid Periapt, which gives me an additional psychic power. It doesn't let me cast an additional psychic power, it just means I've got 3 psychic powers to choose from when I do cast. I've also spent a CP to make him Plaguechosen, and I've given him the Warlord trait Gloaming Bloat. Now that's the Warlord trait that is unique to Mortarion's Anvil. That basically means I can stop my opponent using rerolls to hits and wounds and stuff like that against me in the contagion range. So against,
what's a contagion range?
Contagion range changes per turn. So I start off turn 1 as 1 inch. There goes 3, 6, and then I've got other things in my army which allows me to extend it for various reasons. So this is one of the psychic powers that lets you do it. So I chose Miasma of Pestilence as him as a plan B. So if the Demon Prince wants to do Smite or is killed, then he can do Miasma of Pestilence through -1 to hit on something. He's also got Putrescent Vitality, which gives me +1 strength and +1 toughness. So he's going to typically go around with some Terminators to make them toughness 6. And also give him extra strength. And then I've also got Gift of Plagues, which is a psychic power which adds 6 inches to my contagion range. So that dude's contagion becomes 6 inches plus whatever. Yeah. So these guys also have other things that do that, and there's stratagems that allow me to extend contagion range, but I'll go through that later if we need to. So Poxwalkers, we've got a squad of 10 and 2 squads of 20. Nice and easy. They don't have any upgrades or anything like that, that's just how they roll. Then we go into the elites. So the Poxwalkers are unlocked by the Terminators. Hang on, I've got the wrong Terminator list up. Hang on. I just realised. That's better. 13 Poxwalkers and 2 squads of 20. Now my elites, I've got a Foul Blight Spawn. He's another character. So I've spent another CP to give him a relic. So the relic he's got, everyone at home that plays Death Guard is going to know exactly what it is, but I'm going to read out the exact rules so Matt understands just what this guy does. It is called the Revolting Stench Aura. While an enemy unit is within 6 inches of the bearer, that unit cannot make use of any rules that allow it to fight first and never counts as having made a charge move this turn, irrespective of any abilities that unit may have. So when you charge, you don't get your +1 attack either, or any of that stuff.
I don't know what I want to do against this now, so I might just sit back and shoot you.
Yeah, it might be fun. Cool. He's also got the other thing, which is a 3-inch aura where he just points at a unit and goes, you guys fight last, no matter what. Then he's got his Flamer. I've also spent 15 points, I think it was, or 10 points to get Vicious Death on his Flamer. Each time you roll to determine the number of attacks made with a weapon, you can reroll the result. So the Flamer is an automatic hit weapon. I now get to reroll the hits, auto hits. So if I roll like 2 and it sucks, I'm like, oh, cool, roll again. Oops, sweet, now I've got 6 automatic hits. And that also gives you +1 strength to the gun. So now it's strength 8. Strength 8, neg 2 damage. Sorry, strength 8, neg 3, 2 damage.
Such a puny little fella.
Such a puny little fella, but he's 85 points, so well worth it.
Hopefully my 80-point ATB shoots him.
He might, yep. He's going to probably cruise around with the Terminators. So the main reason I want to play the army was because I could run a 10-man blob of Blightlord Terminators. And so this is how I'm going to roll them today. I've got the champion. He's got a sword, the Plague Sword, and that's been a CP spent to make it into the Plaguebringer. So the Plaguebringer gives me +2 strength, neg 2 AP or neg 3 AP, I think it is. And then it gets a flat 2 damage as well. And the special thing with that is as well, every model you kill in combat counts as 2 kills for morale tests. So if I kill 2 Space Marines, he then takes neg 4 to his morale test for that. Then I've got 2 Flowers of Corruption. So they have +1 strength, neg 2 AP. And that for each 1 attack I get normally, I get 2. So instead of rolling 3 attacks, I roll 6 for each of them. So that's these guys.
Jeez.
So that's 12 attacks, then 2 damage each. And then I've got 2 guys with Blight Launchers. So the Blight Launcher is strength 6, neg 2, 2 damage, and 2 shots. Assault 2.
What's the range on them?
24. But they're plague weapons, and I have a stratagem, which means I can increase range of plague weapons by 6 inches. Yeah. And then I've got 5 regular Terminators with Eubonic Axes and Combi-bolters. So they're just to take some hits. Then my other 2 Terminator units are 3 units of Death Shrouds. 2 units of 3 Death Shroud. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So they've got the usual weapons. So I was trying to explain to Matt earlier about where they attack. They've got 2 weapon profiles. They can either go 1 high strength attack with 4 attacks each and 5 for the leader, or they can do a sweeping attack, which means it's double the amount of attacks, but it's lower AP and it's a lower strength.
5 attacks.
5 attacks with my leader, the squad leader. They have a 2+ weapon skill. So the one that hits you harder at damage 2, it's neg 1 to hit, so it gets dropped down 3.
Whoa.
3's to hit. But then I have a strat which I can drop on them for 1 CP to make them +1 to hit, so they go back to 2s. Then I've got 2 Foetid Bloat drones. So they're not a squad, they're just individual units, just so you know too.
Okay.
They got the Flesh Mower. Basically, it means they've got 12 attacks at strength 7, I think, from off the top of my head. Neg 2, 2 damage. And they move 10 inches, so they're a bit of speed in my list. And then I've got the 2 Plague Burst Crawlers. So they've got 2 Entropy Cannons and a Roth Howl Volley Gun on the front. And then the cannons. So that's my list.
Very resilient list.
Yeah, quite resilient. The Poxwalkers are probably the softest part, but they've just got strength in numbers.
Oh, but those are just screen stuff too.
Yeah, and there's also stratagems I can use on them to bring guys back to life and things like that. So, yeah, man, not too bad. So, yeah, that's my list. I guess it's going to be a fun game.
The list is that you don't have that Mortarion fella.
No, I didn't put Mortarion in today. I think I never actually released the game where we had Mortarion, because that was just...
I know. Did I end up winning it though?
No, you got slaughtered. I lost 4 guys and you were tabled. I'll get the video out later and use. Oh, that's fine. Anyway,
I don't remember it. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
It was just ridiculous.
He's got lots of buffs. That guy, he's pretty fun.
Oh, for you.
For me.
I know how to play him now.
Yeah, well, you got to
stay away from him. Just stay away from him.
You either stay away from him or you just.
Or I have this special sword that I just stick it in.
It's an anti-Mortarion sword.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyways, that's the list. We'll pick secondaries and then we'll get back to everyone. Okay, so we've picked our secondaries. I've gone with, what's it called? Spread the Sickness. It's one of the Death Guard specific ones.
Yep.
Basically, it's similar to Raise the Banners. The difference is, instead of just saying, I'm raising the banner, it's up, I get a point every turn. What I do is I say, cool, and these guys are doing Spread the Sickness. What happens then is I then either roll a dice on a 4+, it counts as being contagioned on that objective, or I can say I'm taking D3 mortal wounds, and then the contagion goes up on that objective instead. And then what happens then is at the end of the game I get 3 points for each objective I do that, but I can't do the same objective over and over. And it's the only action that my Poxwalkers can perform. So they can't raise banners or anything, but they can perform that.
Okay.
So otherwise they're basically useless.
So only troops can raise banners?
Anyone that's infantry can raise banners.
And they're not?
Poxwalkers are, but they have a special rule that states the only secondary action they can perform is that particular one.
Yeah.
The other one I've gone is engage on all fronts. I think that for me is going to be more of a turn, probably three onwards. So I don't think I'm going to max that one out, but I'm looking to get hopefully at least 2, maybe three turns with it. And the last one,
Grind them down.
So basically with that one, I have to kill more of his units for the turn than mine. So my army has lots of biggish squads. So I probably lose maybe 2, maybe 3 a turn at most. Whereas he's got lots of little, at most I said. He's got lots of little MSU type units unless he keeps his units together. So in a way it's kind of me saying like, pick between either having lots of little small units or take real big units. But either way, we'll see.
Alright.
So you got the Long Vigil.
So the Long Vigil is I need to keep units in my area, my deployment zone, and keep him 6 inches away, and I get 5 points every command phase.
So I'm within 6 inches of your deployment zone. I'll stop it too.
Yes.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so I'm there, but I got to keep you away.
Yeah.
The reason I'm doing that is I need him to spread out and come forward, because then he's in closer range for shooting. Not that I'm very good at shooting, but I want it like my army could be. Then I've got While We Stand We Fight. Once again, I've got 3 kill teams that are worth, now with the rule changes, I've got there between 400 and 300 point sort of units. And even if I split them, he's got to kill both.
I've got to kill both of the units.
So
that makes you sort of think there too. So.
Yes, but I'm just thinking, I want him to attack me. He could either sit back and just gather points and shield himself with his Poxwalkers.
Poxwalkers, yeah.
So I need that spreading out. And if he wants those points, otherwise I'll get them. And the last one was Raise the Banners, because if I'm sitting back a little bit with some of my squads that I want him to come get, I can raise banners while I'm waiting.
Yep.
Realistically,
if you just do it on 2 objectives turn 1, you should be able to hold those objectives for most of the game.
Well, if I'm in the back line too, waiting for him to come to me with the Long Vigil,
you should get at least 1 objective, which the whole game.
They work together, those two. There's not much I can really do because he's got not a lot of units in each of the categories. So I can't just go on and destroy this, destroy that.
It's because Death Guard have good stuff in every category as well. Yeah. Anyways.
We'll see how this pans out.
We'll see how we go.
Alright,
well I get to pick deployment zone, so I'll go do that. And then Matt gets to place the first model, then we go back and forth, and then we roll off. The highest person that rolls has to go first now, they can't opt to go second. So typically my Death Guard army is an army.
And there's no seizing the initiative?
No, that's finished.
Okay.
But yeah, Death Guard is an army that typically likes to go second because
let's not roll then. Let me go first.
Well, we have to roll because ultimately, if you go second, who knows?
Who knows?
We'll just see. All right, cool. We'll go do. Righto, picked our deployment zones. I've chosen this side of the table, and Matt was not allowed to choose, but he got this side as default. So over here, I've put a squad of Poxwalkers. They're just going to huddle on in that objective the whole game unless they're attacked off it. Got a drone over here. Got my big blob of Terminators with the Blightspawn and the Malignant Plaguecaster. Smaller squad of Poxwalkers down here. Over in this back corner we've got the 2 Plaguebringer Crawlers, the Demon Prince, a drone, another squad of Poxwalkers, and these guys are in reserve. Matt's side of the table, he's combat squad of that unit, so he's got 5 there and 5 in the drop pod. He's got the Invicta Tactical War Suit. Getting ready to attack me over here, 9 inches. Got the other regular Dreadnought over here. He's got a ATV there. He's got his Warlord there. In the open, I just realised I didn't even think of that. But nothing to shoot him from this way, so he's kind of lucky. Then he's got these 5 guys there. The other 5 have gone in the drop pod. And then back here, where is he? The captain. And the other squad of, what were they? Stalker Pattern Bolt Gun guys.
They're in 1 drop pod.
Yeah, they're
and
in
I've
one
also
drop.
got the Eradicator and Heavy Intercessors teleporting down with
that's
the
with the CP thing.
strat. Yeah.
Yep, alright, cool. So we'll both do a roll off now to see who gets the highest, and then that person has to go first. Alright, here goes. Oh,
Woohoo!
Matt's going first.
I have to.
You have to. Alright, good luck.
This is going to be bad.
Bad for me.
No, for me.
Alright, game on.
Alright.
Alright, so 2-1. The drop pods have come down. The squad with the Stalker Pattern Bolt Pistol Bolt Wild Rifle, Stalker Pattern Bolt Rifle. Squad with the 2 Melter Gun units come down. They're just on 9 inches away from the Blightlords, which is the choice. Over here, the ATV scooted out. He's about to start shooting away. He's shooting something, I don't know what yet, but he'll be shooting somewhere. Down here, this dude's come through this gap over here, wandered around. He's probably going to shoot some stuff in here. Out the back here, these guys have shuffled over. Those guys jumped over from the back and raised the banner. Those guys raised the banner there. And that's it. Matt's going to do his shooting. Oh, yeah, he's moving out the back to here, just hiding. So, so over to Matt's shooting, and we'll come back in just a second, see how he goes. So, this dude here shot all of his guns at these Poxwalkers. He took out a whopping 6 of them. These 2 guys here shot down at the Poxwalkers are down right now, so 13 of them are gone. These guys, they rolled really well to hit, really well to wound. I think they wounded with 8 of them all up.
9.
9 wounds on the Blightlords. I rolled my saves, and I saved all of them bar 2. So I lost 2. I lost 2 Blightlords basically from that.
These guys sucked.
And then, so these guys... Someone else shot at him and took out 1 more Blightlord.
Yeah, these guys.
Yeah, those guys. And then that was it for Matt's shooting. So he's taken out the squad of 13 Poxwalkers, 6 more Poxwalkers, and 3 Blightlord Terminators. So now he's going to do his charging. He's going to do this over here. So I'll let him roll his distance. He's definitely going to make it in. He's got 4 inches. Where would you like to position?
Yeah.
Well, it's half the net.
And less than half of what you think use.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to spend a CP for this dude to heroic intervene 6 inches. As well.
3 your squad.
Yeah, he's got fly, so he can just go ching. So
He's not close.
what's that?
He's not doing 6.
CP for me, and then yeah, that's it for your charges, is it? Okay, cool. Right.
I'll be attacking you first.
Okay. Go for it. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that live, hey?
Alright, what was my rolling?
Okay, so 5 attacks on the charge.
And then +1 to hit or something? No, that was a Space Wolves, isn't it?
Yeah, Space Wolves, not these guys. So yeah, 5 attacks on the charge. Let's see, you need 3 to hit me.
I suck.
Oh no, 2.
I'm going to re-roll 1. Oh no, I've already done. Oh no, this is a new
You
phase.
can do that this turn, yeah.
Yep. It doesn't matter. That's another CP.
And what's your strength?
Not very good.
Okay.
My strength is 7
Alright, my toughness is 7.
on 4.
So, yeah.
Oh no, hang on. It's a fist. It's times 2. So it's 14.
Is it, just check, some of them are plus on the
No, it
same?
says ×2.
Okay, so if you damage strength
14.
14. So yeah, alright, so you'll be winning down twos.
Oh, I'll roll 1.
Alright, they both go through.
Yep.
What's the neg on it?
-3.
Neg 3, so I'm on a 5 up invo. So I've passed both of them. Boom. Okay.
That's just rude.
That is rude.
I could have killed you.
Alright.
Then.
So now I'm striking back.
How many attacks you get?
I get 12 attacks.
Oh, God.
Hitting on 3s. So those ones sucked.
I need to use your
And
dice.
now I'm strength 7. What's your toughness on this dude?
6 on 3.
Okay. So all of them.
I don't think I'm going to
2,
save.
4, 6, 8, 7. I'm at neg 2.
I'm 3 up save, so 5. How many?
7.
Can you roll them?
2, 4, 6, 8, 9, sorry. 9. 2 more.
Getting 5, so 5 get through.
Okay, damage 2 for each one.
So that's 10.
Yeah. Check if you got a negative wound thing. I think you've got like a Death Guard style rule on some of your... Oh, he's not a Dreadnought though, is he?
No, I'm fine.
So he's 10. How many wounds does he have?
He's got 13.
13?
Still there.
Okay, cool. So he's down to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so now
I
the...
can't believe you saved your buddy. How many wounds have you got?
9. So my Poxwalkers will hold in now and they'll attack you.
Good luck.
And I'll see if I can do my thing where I can do my Immortal Wounds on you. Actually, I won't do the Mortal Wound thing, I'll just roll to see. So it'll be probably to this guy. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14.
Could be enough.
Yeah. Only strength 3 though. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Ditch those ones. And strength 4. Sorry, strength 3. You're toughness 6, aren't you?
That's
6. 6 is the wound. So 1 more save. Just regular armor save.
Oh, good.
And you're wounded. There you go, down to 2.
Got punched by a Poxwalker.
2 left. Oh well. I guess I'm going to have to kill him my turn now. Okay, so I've actually moved my drone out of combat. I'm just using him to screen the Demon Prince, just in case I miss this charge over here. Then over here, these guys will pull out of combat as well, so now I can actually shoot this Dreadnought. So I'm going to hopefully kill him with this. Got to really make sure I do it. I'm actually going to probably take a risk here and maybe shoot the turret down at these guys and hope for the best. Hopefully wipe out that unit or one of the units down the further back, or I'm not too sure yet, one of them. And then hopefully take him out with these guns. But worst case scenario, if I fail, this one here can open up to finish him off. I'm hoping this guy here will be able to take down some of this stuff. So the Demon Prince, he's lining up to assault this thing. The Blightlords have moved up. We're going to try and put the sickness onto that with this dude. And I'm going to do some Psychic in a second to buff up these guys. I'm going to drop the Stratagem that allows this guy to get the Warlord trait, the contagion of this guy to stop Overwatches. And then he'll also get the extra distance as well, the extra 6 inches, so he'll be 7 inches. So he'll stop Overwatch all around here, which will allow them to go in without getting melted, which is hopefully pretty good. Down here, these guys will just take the D3 wounds to take that objective as well. So hopefully, I should have those 3 there for my next turn, and also I'll have the 3 points for each of my secondaries. So all I need is 2 more from hand to max those out. And so really I do need to kill this unit and this unit to deny that at least 10 points. And then the other unit still hasn't come in yet, which realistically you can just come in and just snipe something that's pretty pointy or worthwhile. Just gotta make sure I've got him blocked. So yeah, I'll go over to my Psychic phase and then I'll explain that once I go through my shooting phase as well. Cool, just a sec. Okay, so the shooting went well over here. It took out that Dreadnought. The other Plagueburst Crawler shot this guy to bits and he's got 5 wounds left. All the mortars fired at the guy at the back there, but they all hit and wounded, but then the Storm Shield saved him. Down here, the Plaguecaster, it got both powers off. It got the +1 strength and toughness on the Terminators. And then the other one it cast was on this guy to get the additional 6-inch range from the Contagion. I've also spent 2 CP on the Stratagems, so now it's got the Mortarion's Anvil Contagion. So now he cannot Overwatch, set to defend, and cannot reroll hits or wounds at all within 9 inches of this dude. So these guys, they got that objective. They took the D3 mortal wounds. They lost 1 guy. I used this guy, he just did the D3. Actually, put the 2 guys back that he killed. Because he did the action, so he can't actually shoot. So sorry about that. So those guys, yeah, so he raised that little thing there, so that's got another 3 points for me. We weren't sure if these guys could perform an action if they left combat. So we'll look up at that, and if they can, these guys will do that. Yeah, I'll have to check. I'll just check if you can leave combat, because you're not actually attacking. But it sounds about right though, doesn't it? But either way, next turn I'll just put it up then if nothing's killed them. So yeah, cool. All right, so we're going to do some charges. I was initially going to charge the Damn Prince at that vehicle, but I'm thinking I might need to kill this guy now because he's got a bit more damage. But this guy here isn't actually no slouch either. Decisions. I'll come back. Until then, these guys are going to assault.
Which squad?
Both of them. Both squads.
No, I can't Overwatch, can I?
No. So the Terminators are going.
Double 1, come on.
6 inches. That should be enough. And this dude, he's going to assault them. What's it called? The Stalker pattern guys. So he's got 8 inches.
And he can do a heroic intervention, can't he?
Sure, I'll just put him there so you can game. Cool. So we're 6 inches for these guys. I'll do that in a second. I'll stick my plan. I'll go to Demon Prince at this. So Demon Prince is coming. 6 inches, so he's also in. So I'll just move all the Terminators around and then we'll go from there. Cool. So the close combat went pretty well. This Demon Prince absolutely owned that ATV. He wounded and hit and wounded with everything, and I think Matt failed all of his saves, so
I didn't even bother.
Just took him off. Yeah. Over here, these guys went hard on the assault. They've smashed the crap out of everyone, and got 1 Marine left with 1 wound. He needed a 1 or a 2 to pass his leadership, rolled a 2, so he's still in there. The drone went and killed 3 of these guys, didn't he? Or 4. I don't know, he killed whoever. This is what he killed. 3.
Which wasn't that great.
Wasn't that great, considering he had 12 attacks.
Yeah.
I actually missed them.
He blended up a Dreadnought better
Yeah,
than the other guy did, yeah.
He did. The Chaplain hit back, and 2 of his wounds ended up getting through. His Chaplain axe thing, whatever it is, the Crosserus, it's actually a 4 damage weapon, so he put 6 down onto him. And then these guys managed to put another 1 onto him as well. So, not too bad. So yeah, we'll go over a little bit of sit and chat now, and then talk about our turns.
Alright, I'll go first.
Yeah,
I had first turn. Everything worked out pretty good in terms of deployment. I was where I wanted to be.
Yep. You whiffed a little bit with your shooting.
Oh, definitely.
I think the Melter guys did everything they could have done, and I just actually rolled hot with my saves.
Yeah.
Which definitely wasn't good.
And then in my melee section, I stuffed up over the back there. I could have hit him, but he saved it.
Yeah.
I'm trying, and it's not working. And then he came back at me.
I actually came back pretty hard too.
Oh, I'm actually. You took out the ATV and the Invictus, and that squad there. But realistically, my Chaplain had a good go at your drone.
The Chaplain did quite well. Basically, because it's going to be ongoing combat now, I get to pick a unit first. because it's your turn. So I might have to pick over here, depending.
But he'll fight first beforehand.
Who?
My chaplain.
Why?
Because I get to go first and then you get to pick.
If you charge, you go first. So all charging go first, and then the opponent picks the first ongoing attacker. And then it'll go me, pick one, then you pick one, unless you charge me stuff. So I'll have to pick, so I'll have to decide between the Terminators or the Drain.
Well, can't I do that too then? Choose to fight first?
If you've got a special
Yeah,
thing
I'll
you can
find
do.
one.
Okay. But otherwise, yeah, it comes down to the Deep Strikers now. So Matt's going to have his Deep Strikers available to come in. I've got my 2 Terminator units that haven't come in yet. They can come in my turn if I decide. And then, yeah, I think this turn will be starting to decide what's going to happen.
It'll be all over if I'm not careful.
Yeah, you have to really be. You're a little bit on the back foot, but not quite.
But then I can go dancing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with dancing. Okay, so down here, Matt's pulled back his chaplain, and he's also pulled back his 1 wound guy. He's moved these guys up from the objective, so they've kind of just swapped positions. That was his last unit he had in Deep Strike. That's all the, what are they called?
Heavy intercessors and eradicators.
Yeah. So then those guys are put back into no objective. So these guys are technically in the open right now. Over here, like he's moved them up. Like technically they're in combat, but they haven't shot or anything yet. So we'll just put them there ready. And that's it for his movement. So he's about to do some shooting now. He's going to start with the eradicator big unit. Is that correct?
I will.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. And they're going to be shooting at the. Alright, so you'll see what happened in that just a sec. Okay, so this big dude, he's just done some shooting over here and taken the Poxwalker unit down to 2. Next turn I'm definitely going to be spending a CP to bring back possibly 7. Charges are going to happen in a second just here, but they're basically all in. Charge is going to happen over here. All these eradicators and everything they shot down to the Blightlords. They've taken the unit down to 5 now, so they've killed 2. Surprisingly. And Captain Extremo is about to charge. Do you want to roll this charge live? Or not? Let's do it. Alright. So where do you want to start? These guys will be hit, definitely.
Yep, he's going for them, they're going for them.
So they're in.
They're going to them.
Alright, so roll those ones.
Woo,
Oh,
7.
7. Let's put them in. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, so I'll just check if I'm 3. I shouldn't be. If I am, you're a silly, silly man.
You're not 3.
All I can. I will get within an inch of you.
It'll be 3 inches.
Yeah, but I'll get within an inch of you to be engaged, though.
Why?
Because that's combat.
Well, you're doing a heroic intervention.
Yeah. So I need to spend a CP to do that. And then I can go into here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, so I'll drop down to 4. This guy goes to there. And these guys are soldier up there. You can roll your captain now too, over here. So he's got 6. That's basically everything. Beautiful.
These guys are in there.
Yep.
And
Alright.
he's kissing him already.
Beautiful. So we'll start with your charges and then we'll move on to my guys. Alright, go for it. Okay, so Redemptor attacked the drone, took him down to 1 wound. These guys attacked the Demon Prince, took him down to 6. They're going to smack back in a second. Over here, one of the Blightlords took 1 damage, and the drone's down to 1. CP'd a reroll save and passed it and didn't die, luckily. Down here, we've got the captain. He came in, I think he killed, what, 3 guys? 2 or 3. So they're luckily still in the objective though, so get. And now it's time for me to hit back. I think I might clean up a fair few Marines here, but you know, it's a dice rolling game, things can get.
Mowed through them.
So over here we've got this dude's down to 1 now as well, as me. So yeah, didn't kill him. Down here we've taken out all but, actually there's a fair few shields in there, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
2 shield guys left and a
Lightning
thing.
Claw.
Lightning Claw, so yeah, he's tanking quite a lot there. But But I think this turn should finish each other off pretty much. One or the other. Down here, these guys destroyed the Marines they're with. This guy consolidated up to there a little bit, and these guys consolidate up there. And I'll just shoot and kill whatever I can this turn. Down here, these guys put 2 mortal wounds. Hey, how many wounds do they have? 6 normally?
Yeah, let's go for that.
So
5 or
down to
6.
4. 4 left, so he took 2 mortal wounds, and from the stratagem that the Poxwalkers have, and the other saves, he passed all of them. So that's it. On my turn. And I am on 3 objectives. Matt is on 2, which means I get the full 15 for primary. And now we'll see.
Yeah, Captain's got 5 wounds.
5 wounds? So he's down to 3. Okay, cool. Perfect. Alright, even better. Alright, I'll have my go and we'll see what happens. Okay, so the Blightlords have popped in here. They're just getting prepared to either assault these guys if possible, or at least at some point move up to take their objective. They can do their little thing to get their 3 points. Over here, I've dropped these Blightlords down close to this objective, so I can move back later, but I can still flamethrower the dude here, the chaplain. Also, I'm in his deployment zone to deny him that victory points that turn.
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm also going to get engaged in all fronts again, because that drone, he moved out of combat here and start over on his objective, which removed his flag. So I'm in this deployment zone, this deployment zone, this deployment zone, this deployment zone, so I'm going to get full for that as well. Right now, I'm going to I've done the stratagem on them as well to bring back some Poxwalkers. I've got 5 back, so I'm now going to roll a d6 to take the objective here with the contamination. D3, so I've taken 2. They do have to feel no pain though, so on 6s. Yeah, all good, so I'll lose 2. Game 5, lost 2. Now I've got that one, which gives me another 3, basically.
Yeah, numbers are adding up.
Adding up now. And that was it for my... Oh, I shuffled them too, I can't remember if I told you that. This guy's moved up, and he's just about to do some spell casting. So he's going to basically tool up the Terminators again. Then he's going to drop the spell on him to extend his aura, and he's also spent his 2 CP contagion off this guy. So now all these guys are going to be unable to Overwatch, which means this guy should hopefully get into mince up these guys. And these guys might go there if I don't kill him or whatever happens. Either way, I think that's going to be pretty thin.
Both drones are on 1.
Both drones are on 1.
But they can still blend.
And they still blend just fine. Alright, so I'll go into my shooting. Hopefully I'm going to take out these 2 guys here shooting at this guy. They should drop him. Anything extra, I'm just going to start shooting some drop pods. Essentially, I just need to kill more this turn. I didn't actually lose anything last turn, come to think of it. I didn't lost none yet, so if I just kill one of his units, I've got 3 more points for it. Cool. Alright, let's do it. Okay, yeah, so the shooting's done. This dude was quite easy to kill. He had 1 wound left. I ended up taking out with an entropy cannon. The mortars, both mortars from the Plaguebringer squad shot him. Took 2 wins off him, so he's actually got whatever. The flamethrower guy shot at him, nothing. And
nothing. Two dies.
this guy shot at him, took out 1 guy. And this dude shot his flamer at this and blew up the drop pod. At least this turn from killing more than him. So
well, we haven't done the assault yet.
Well, even then, it doesn't matter.
Well, I could beat him in this.
This guy fighting this 1 wound guy, and he actually did save his damage. Anyways, so Psychic Power's gone off. This guy's got the extra 6-inch range, and these guys have the extra strength and toughness. And he now has a 12-inch aura, which stops Overwatch. So I'm going to declare my charges. He's going to charge at them, and these guys are going to charge at this 1 lone wolf here. Actually, you know what? I'm a shotgun. I've shot the Blightlord. I'll shoot them now quickly. So I'll shoot.
He's dead then.
I'll shoot the Blightlords and the guys. So these are the two Blight launchers.
They're telling me where all the shots are going.
Oh yeah, so the Blight launcher shot in there. Everything's shooting at them. So these are the two Blight launchers, needing 2s. So they're strength 6 and your neg toughness. So you've taken 3 at neg 2. These are 2 damage each as well. So 2 dead. And we've got 1. This is from the leader. He's got the Combi-bolters. So he hits with all of them. Wounding on 3s. So we've got 3 saves.
Yay.
All good. Alright. So now I'll do my charge. Exactly what I said before. This guy's going to charge at them. So he's in with 11. These guys are charging one wolf there.
I think they made it.
They're definitely in. And that's it for charging. Everything else is already in combat. I'll do the drone first. We'll roll all these live.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
It's going to be epic. This is those ones. This with half. So wounding on 2s and rerolling the 1s. So he's wounded with 6. So neg 2 AP. And 2 damage each as well.
I need to save 3 of them. I don't think I did. Oh no, I did. I did.
5 up to your saves.
So I saved. Yep. One's still there.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So
Bring it, bitch.
he might die yet. And I'll do the Blightlords. I'll just quickly roll the Sarge or the champion actually. That is the champion. Yeah.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Alright. And I get to choose now.
You do. You go first. So basically,
Over here.
over the prince is what I would suggest.
Yep. Alright. Bring it on.
Okay. I'll get some dice ready to just.
So, more attacks on the lightning claws because I'm no longer assaulting.
Yep. Not good. 5 hits at least. And I'm neg 1 to hit 2. I passed my test. No, because you're on toughness 7.
Yes, now
That's
I
a
do.
wound. Yep. So you're neg 2, but because of my Warlord trait, I'm actually just straight up 3+. So I passed.
Alright, the power sword is 3 attacks.
3 attacks. Yeah, so yeah. Neg the 1s and the 3. Perfect. That's a miss.
And then the chainsword.
Chainsaw, he gets
3
3 attacks. Yep, that's a miss. 2 hits and needing.
So why don't I hit with a 3 because you make it hard?
I've got a neg 1 to hit for myself.
Okay.
Ability.
So
So 1 wound, and that's a neg 1. So it's ignored, so I got a 3+ save.
No, right, that's the power sword.
Was that power sword? I said the 5+, then I do take it.
Bitch.
Okay, you only get 2 attacks over. Doesn't matter. I'll let you know.
No.
Power sword gets 2 base. and
That's what I
then
took.
No plus. The chainsword gets the.
Yeah,
Chainsaw gets the extra attack.
I would like to say he was a sergeant. I'm not letting him have a sergeant. So.
No, you know what? No. Okay.
Over here.
Yeah, okay.
2 attacks.
2, yeah.
2 base attacks.
2 base attacks. 3's to hit. 1 of them hits. And now you need 5 to wound.
I'm going to re-roll that because this is important.
CP, okay. No!
I'm really good at these. This, like, if you need ones rolled, I'm ready.
Yep. Now, I could go the Demon Prince, but they've already attacked him, so instead I'm going to go over here. I'm going to attack the captain. I might spend my last CP to... Actually, no, I'll keep that just in case the next turn, if we end up going that far. I need the 2 CP to transfer my contagion. So we've got shuffle. That'll do for the shuffle. So we've got 2, 4, 10, which gives me 20 attacks.
Is this the mortal wound thing again?
No, I didn't spend CP for it. I'm just hoping that I...
Hopefully
I'll whittle you down with just straight out saves. I doubt it. I'm hitting on 4s.
But you've seen me roll my 1s.
I've seen you roll 1s so much. And it makes me feel like a better player.
Well, I'm here for you.
Thanks. 5s to wound. Got a few. So that would have been dead if I had have done that. But anyways.
5 wounds.
6.
6 wounds.
6.
2 up.
2 ups. No!
Oh, wow. Here I come.
Well, I did kind of ask that, didn't I?
No, you didn't ask to. I actually opted it.
Okay, so your captain gets to attack me back.
He's 5 attacks or 4.
4 attacks he's on now. Hits with all of them.
It's about this.
Oh no, he doesn't. Hits with 3 of them. So he wins with 2.
2 of them.
So I'll re-roll 6s if I get any. I do. No, so lost 2.
Oh, I'm winning this.
Ah.
Attrition by 50.
Lucky last over here. Demon Prince gets 6 attacks.
Sure.
And then he gets the extra one for his Malefic Talons. Well, Death Guard have them all built in now. They don't get any plus charges or anything in that. Here we go. 2s to hit, re-rolling any fails.
No.
So I've hit with all of them.
No.
Wounding.
No.
Those ones. Okay, wounded with everything.
What strength is he?
Strength 8 on the purple and strength 7 on the white.
And I'm what, negative? Am I 3 strength? So toughness.
What's that, sorry? Yeah, you're negative toughness.
Okay.
Because
so I've got to do these one at a time.
Yes, you got a shield in there. So
Got
2 shields. So one's gone. One saved. He saved. He saved. He saved. So 5, 2 more. He saved.
Save!
Oh.
1 died.
1. Beautiful.
Oh.
I'm just going to use my fight twice stratagem. Oh wait.
I have that.
That's pretty good. The prince is still being held up. And he was on 6 wounds.
It's on 5.
Only on 5?
Yeah, 5.
Oh, did you do one?
I took 1, yeah.
You took one. Oh, he's on 5. Sorry. I thought I bumped it. Anyways, it's all good.
I thought it was fine. Yeah, you failed.
So that's it for turn 2. We'll have a little chat now. Matt can decide what he wants to do. Alright.
Oh, that was the end of turn 2. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought he would have wiped me out.
You did good with the fists, the shield saves.
The fisting.
I actually thought the Damn Prince would get rid of those guys. They're still going.
Vanguard vets with the storm shields are pretty good. I'm going to call it at this point. I think Aaron's got this, and
I think you're going to start losing the primaries.
Well, I don't have the primaries. I don't have the men for it either.
At the moment, you're only holding 2, but then next turn that guy should be dead. So it's holding that one, and then
your drone will be dead too.
Yeah, the drone will be dead too, but then I'll have these guys over here.
So what we're looking at is there's the drone on one of my marines. He's got the Terminators coming through. I reckon I could take out a few more of them. Mightn't take them all. The chaplain might go over there, but then he has enough units here to take the objectives. Yeah. And it's an objective mission. And he's also got his...
I'm at the point too where I'm starting to deny you points as well as scoring.
I'm not going to get points.
Yeah.
And it's just painful. Like I'm just...
So this turn you're not gonna get Vigil. You're gonna get 10 for primary, and that's probably the last time you'll get 10 for primary for the rest of the game. And then you'll have 1 raise the banner point. And you can't raise the banner there now because I'm engaging on combat.
So this is really showing me I'm slow. I'm actually, once my jump pack guys go, my mobility is pretty limited.
I think you needed the guys with the stalker patterns to be raising banners, and your jump pack guys needed to be getting out there earlier.
Yeah, I mean it was good. It was good. I've learned a fair bit pretty quickly.
Yeah. I think if you played that list again, but just played the list differently, but. Again, it was the first time you've run the Deathwatch as well.
Yeah, there was no cohesion either with some of the...
you weren't synergising with your units, whereas my army was synergising with itself really well.
No, but it gave me a good look at... There's some... I don't know. Like it's hard with the Death Guard. They're so resilient. Like I should have taken the drones out, and I've left drones with 1 wound. Both of them had 1 wound, which they're just blenders. So
if they get into combat,
I could have taken them out,
Yeah.
and then that saves 2 units of mine. So then it changes that. Whereas I went, oh yeah, I'll just fart around here and I'll do this. Whereas I could have just done them.
Yeah, exactly. You should have focused down certain things and got rid of them.
Yeah, there's certain things that are steady in your army and then resilient, and there's other things that are really aggressive. Drones are really aggressive.
Yeah.
Assault-wise.
You can play the drones 2 ways. You can either wait back and for an army like yours that drop pods in, or you can get out and start attacking straight away.
Well, you did both.
Yeah, I did.
And they both got 1 wound left, and they're still as good as they were at the start.
Yeah, because they don't degrade.
No.
The other list I actually had one of these drones as well in it.
They shoot.
It was the Flamer one. He only gets 4 attacks and neg 2. But
12 attacks though.
he gets 4
No,
attacks.
they
No,
get-
those guys get 12. They get the lawnmower. And then I had some of your favourite cars in it too. 4 of them. But yeah, so that was my other list. Anyways, but yeah, as it goes now, I think you probably still kill a lot, but I think points wise, I'm just gonna keep going.
Mission wise, I'm not going to catch it.
Because I'm gonna have this objective as well, so I'll get another 15 my turn. I'll probably put the banner thing on it as well, unless you kill them, but you can't really target them because you need to get rid of them, because they're going to come and smash you otherwise. Those guys down there are going to start moving up, and they're either going to shoot things or kill things or whatever.
And you've still got those guys at the back firing away.
And they're just going to keep plunking shots. I've got a stratagem I can use for the Plague Burst Crawls as well, which makes them damage 3. Just for that shooting, it's 1 CP, which is while saving CP. So they'll just smash those guys.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So if I have any unit near them, they become toughness 4 as well. So then that strength 8 then was winning of 2s, rerolling 1s for being plague weapon, and then the stratagem was damage 3.
And that also shows that you should know your lists. You should also know your stratagems and all your buffs. And I need to keep reading and remembering.
My army's not very ranged focused. It's actually got lots of more punching stuff. But the few little range things I do have are very good at what they do.
They're very strong.
Like the Plague Burst Calls are dedicated at killing vehicles and big stuff, and also being able to take.
They're enough to. But the thing is, the beauty of that is, they're enough to make you want to go to them, and then here's stuff like, I want you to come to me, because then I can beat the crap out of you, and then I can still lob crap over.
Yeah.
Like it's.
And I've got the Poxwalkers to screen out the stuff that I don't want.
How many
to
of those things are you allowed? Those
Which ones? The
tanks.
I can have 3. 3 on the list. Or I can stick a Defiler in, which also does pretty good shit.
Yeah, but those.
Defilers can assault in combat as well.
Yeah, but
They're 7, 8 attacks.
But
8
at
attacks
least
in
you can
combat.
still kill them.
Yeah.
Those things you can't get to because you screen them and
Yeah. Either way.
I'll sit down and work
Back
out
to the drawing board.
No, not quite.
I do think your list is pretty good. It's just you've just got to use it together.
Well, I've still got so many command points.
Yeah. I think as well you need to work out what CPs you can use better as well.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll look for the cards.
I think you've got access to transhuman physiology actually.
Yeah.
You probably could use that on some of your marine units to
I know.
stop me killing them.
I know.
Come to think of it,
I
I
know.
didn't think of it.
I did, and I forgot about it straight away. I actually read it and went, oh, that's pretty cool, because everyone talks about it.
And you forgot.
And then went, don't worry about it.
Yeah. But anyways, it was fun.
Oh, it was good. It was good to have another game.
And I like the desert table.
Oh, your terrain was great, mate. It actually looks really good.
Yeah, we're getting there. Got the jungle table. I haven't actually released a video. I've done a few practice games with the jungle table. It's looking really good. I should have the alien
This
table
looks
so
good. I
you
like
can
the
see
rock
too.
formations.
Yeah.
They're really good.
They were actually came like that, painted and everything.
Where from?
Are
Are you allowed to say?
Game Mat EU. Yeah, I can say. They haven't sponsored me. That was a free hit for you guys. Just throw up some freebies.
They look great.
Yeah, they were good. These are the same guys. Came painted as well.
Jeepers.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's the game.
Okay.
So win to the Death Guard, and next time, so we'll,
Kill you.
yeah,
I'll kill you.
yeah. I think having that Eradicator unit though, I think if you combat squad them have the other guys on the table, the heavy intercessors,
And shooting.
and then the eradicators you could either deep strike just the eradicators or have them walk in from the edge from the CPs that way. I think that's a better way for using them. I think instead of having the banners being raised with the assault guys, have them push forward, or take a different secondary. Also, I think as well, your army's not very easy to score the killing secondaries against as well, which is good. There's the drop pods, and that's your only vehicles pretty much, and a couple of dreads. So you're only going to get like 7 points if you take the destroy the vehicles. You don't have a lot of bodies, so you're not going to get the ones from killing 10 models all the time. You don't have a lot of characters, so the maximum I can get 5-6. So in terms of me wiping out your units, I'm not going to get a lot of points that way, unless I do the one I took, which was kill more.
Yeah. And you did that.
But that's because my arm is elite as well.
Yeah.
So if I'm elite, it's going to be hard to kill lots of my units because they're bigger and tougher. And you're going to have lots of...
yours are way more resilient with the...
If I was against the Dark Elder list, I'd definitely be taking the kill more.
Yes.
Because I have lots of different little units that are like 80, 90 points and stuff. You just clean up 2 or 3 here and there, but they've got so much of it, it's not going to matter. So that's a good one anyways. But yeah, that's it. That's the game.
Alright, thanks mate.
Thank you.
Bugger.
No worries. Till next time.
Yep, thank you.